Kojak.
Welcome to Batters Up with Kojak. And now your host, Kojak.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Lucas Giolito is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Another one fouled off and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
High in the air out to center field. Robert is underneath this one. And he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. Past history with Lucas Giolito, batting .500, 5 for 10. He's taken him deep once. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. He just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Schoop, who's nicknamed Mamba, he's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat. This is in the air out to right field. Mazzara is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Tigers nothing. White Sox coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Spencer Turnbull gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping into the box, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the White Sox, the shortstop, Tim
Now here's the pitch.
Anderson.
Kojak.
And that misses inside 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Hard ground ball to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Yohan Moncada is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Moncada, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And it's 1-2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Hero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Yasmani Grandal is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So here's Jose Abreu as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. A man left for the White Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
C.J. Cron.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 14.
Into the box now, Kristen Stewart. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Eloy Jimenez. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Turnbull is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high-velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Right fielder giving chase. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Bottom of the second here with no score. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Into the box, Luis Robert. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Reyes is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in, Nico Goodrum. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And now a pitch on the way. Lifted in the air to center. Robert will wait on it. And very quickly 1 gone.
Kojak.
Batting 8th, the right fielder.
So coming to the plate, Victor Reyes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Anderson brings it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Reined in. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Nomar Mazara.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Mazara, the former Ranger, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Man, if I'm on the mound right now, these guys are swinging at everything. You just want to try and paint the corners.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Nick Madrigal. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. Ground ball right side. Glove by Cabrera. Oh, but the feed to the pitcher is offline.
The batter, number 7.
Definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Anderson.
Runner at second now as a result of the error. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. And it's quickly 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Yohan Moncada will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Jacoby Jones the next to hit. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Abreu. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 8.
Standing in, Jonathan Schoop. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Mazara's on his horse. And it's a foul ball. And it's 0-2 to Schoop. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. Tigers fail to make any noise. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
That evens it up 1-1. And now pitch on the way. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eloy Jimenez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1. A ball and a strike. Jimenez is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been one first pitch out after another, and that's been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case today.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Stepping in now, Jeimer Candelario. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
For the Tigers.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Standing in now, Nico Goodrum. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
Now batting.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Striding into the box, Victor Reyes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers get just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
Now in the box, Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
So stepping in, Nomar Mazara. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Austin Romine. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike one.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
Up next for the
No,
Tigers,
he was trying to go yard, 2
fielder.
strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Comes set and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here's the 0-2. Scope at second. Cabrera at first. 1 gone. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Another 0-2 coming. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Scope ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He scores as they push their lead to 3 now.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Ronaldo Lopez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Ronaldo.
To the plate now, Jeimer Candelario. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Kojak.
3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 14.
Digging in and looking for more, Kristen Stewart, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way to left center. Robert will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Tigers lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, Nick Madrigal will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-1.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pops this one up. Goodrum over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
1 out for Chicago here in the 6th. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Hit to short. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Scope is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Nico Goodrum.
First pitch on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box now, Victor Reyes. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. Behind 0-2 now. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Fly ball to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Romine.
Digging in once again, Austin Romine. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. from the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Hard hit to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jacoby Jones. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you a little.
Oh, it does irk you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Tigers 4 and the White Sox nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and up next the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani Grandal.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Oh, but a poor feed to the pitcher, and they won't get the out at first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
And the first pitch is a slider here, but that's chopped foul at the plate. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
The next 0-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point, so he's pounding that stone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
High in the air down the right field line. Reyes is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
So 2 away here is the Sox bat in the 7th, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. 2 out here and a runner at second. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. They're down 4-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First offering on its way. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Guys, that jacks me up right
Now
there.
batting,
Kept his front
the
shoulder
designated
tucked,
hitter.
the hip tucked,
Big.
was able to stay
Whoa.
inside that slider and drive it the other way.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. In the air now out to right field. Headed after it is Mazzara. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's safe.
The batter, the third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Ready for another chance? Jeimer Candelario. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0
Number
game.
14.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Ready for another shot now. Kristen Stewart. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mazzara's on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. No.
Leading the White Sox, the center fielder, Louis
Daniel
Robert.
Norris is on to
Ladies and
pitch out of the bullpen
Norris
in the bottom
complete.
half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 44, Daniel Norris.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Cabrera's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Final line there for the Detroit
right
starting
fielder.
pitcher, and
No
he'll be
ball.
very happy with how the day went.
A brilliant performance, Matty V, as a manager and a pitching coach. All you can ask for is your pitchers to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing 1 hit.
At the plate, Nomar Mazzara. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Hit in the air to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter,
Time to
number
bring
1,
you up to date on the
second
numbers for our
baseman,
2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown
Madrigal.
9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. At the plate, Nick Madrigal. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
0-1 the count. The pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Nico Goodrum. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Victor Reyes lifted the other way down the left field line, but this will land untouched. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbler to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
Jimmy Cordero comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. He's set, and the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Goodrum rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. As they pile on, it's now a 6-0 game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Jacoby Jones as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Great stop by Abreu. It's there. He got him.
The batter.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Stepping in, Jonathan Schoop. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First delivery to him on the way. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from 3rd.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Soft grounder left side. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
The designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Rips this one to first, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. Tigers are out in front, 8-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So here's Yoan Moncada. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Moncada.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Again, another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Up next for Chicago.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Jose Abreu is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The White Sox down to their last strike. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 8-0 the final today. The Tigers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Spencer Turnbull takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 8 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the White Sox, no runs on only 2 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The following has been a Kojak 313 gaming production. Distributed by Recom, a division of the Reese Design Group.
Recom.
Kojak.